Hi, I'm Adam,
And I'm Em.
and along with our two youngest kids, Scarlett and Zane,
And our two dogs, Albert and Ernie,
we have sold our house, sold our cars, and are moving to Galicia in northern Spain.
so join us as we start our new life, we learn new skills, we join a new community, and we try to live a more sustainable life.
So you find us on another long drive out as we try to dot the I's and cross the T's for our Spanish adventure. I'll come back to that shortly and let you know where we're off to. But it's been an emotional week for the family, saying goodbye to friends and family. Em and her sister and her mum and dad went to Wicksted Park with the kids, and they had an absolutely fantastic time there. Myself and my brother and his two kids, and again with Zane and Scarlett, we went to Go Ape at Cannock Chase, and again another fantastic time. Just time spent with the family. We've been out for meals with family and extended family, and we've met up with friends at the triathlon relays in Nottingham this weekend at Home Pierpont. Had a really good time there. Spent some quality time with our friends and said goodbye to them all. But now, again, here we go. We're on the road again, sorting paperwork out for European authorities, and this time it's to do with the dogs, with the animal health certificates that we need to be able to take them into Europe. We've had these done before, not that long ago actually, when we did our 90-day tour around Spain and France and Portugal. But you can only use it once, and each time you go in you need another one, so we're off to go and fetch another one. These certificates are quite expensive if you don't shop around. Our local vet, I think he charged us about £380 for the two dogs last time for the certificates, whereas this time we've gone to an online provider. We've emailed them all the information, and they've prepared the animal health certificate in advance. But now we have to go and meet them at a car park off the M1 at 8:15 on a Tuesday night. It doesn't sound dodgy at all, but we're going, and we're saving ourselves about 200 quid by doing this.
¿Qué tal la semana?
La semana fue muy ocupada.
Ok, imagino. Cuéntame.
El sábado... no sé las palabras en español. Te empty. ¿Cómo se dice te empty?
Pues depende de la situación, pero sacar would be to take out. What are you emptying?
We emptied the container to check all of our belongings and then put it all back again.
Muy bien, muy bien. ¿Tenéis muchas cosas en el contenedor?
Tenemos demasiadas cosas. No pensamos que. Oh, subjunctive. I'm going to look at my notes. Lo siento.
Pues no pensamos, let me give you a little prompt as well. Depending on what tense you are in, if you want to use the imperfect tense, you could use it with the conditional. We weren't thinking that it would be.
We don't think that we do.
Exactly.
Oh, so if I say
yeah,
we think
subjunctive.
that we don't. Oh, which way around subjunctive and which way around I can just talk normally?
So which one has more element of doubt in it? If you say it both in English and in Spanish.
So we don't think has more doubt.
Muy bien. And try use that, because that's followed by the subjunctive and it's a nice phrase.
So use that anyway.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, boss. Go back to my notes. So, no pensamos que tenemos. Oh, no sé la palabra. Enough room.
Espacio suficiente.
Espacio suficiente. Cuando mover.
Cuando
moveremos.
Cuando moveremos.
Moveremos, no mover. Mover.
Exactly.
Oh.
I think you might be getting it mixed up with the verb that I use more regularly to say to move would be mudarse.
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 Ah, okay.
Have a look on page 3. I've just sent you the link to the same whiteboard that we used last time. Nice. I would like you to say that phrase again if you can remember it, though. I want to document it.
The phrase again?
So no pensamos que.
Oh, no pensamos que. No pensamos que. Tenemos. Espacio suficiente.
Bien. ¿Dónde?
Tengo 2 furgonetas para.
Muy bien.
Para mudar nuestras cosas.
Okay.
Y las furgonetas tienen 34 metros cúbicos.
I don't even know. No sé a dónde empezar.
Cubic meters.
And what word did you say? Let's see if you hit the spot.
Metros cúbicos. Obviously.
Very close. Very close.
No
Metros cúbicos.
Cúbicos. Oh, man. That was such a good guess.
A phrase through the tenses.
Do you go out a lot? Do you go out?
So the idea you will see, you need the verb, and then it's testing your tenses, your knowledge of tenses. This you might use in the conversation afterwards as well.
So,
what's the verb to go out?
Salir.
Muy bien.
So, salís mucho?
¿Salís mucho o?
Sales.
Muy bien.
Mucho.
Muy bien.
So, did you go out a lot? ¿Saliste mucho?
Perfecto.
Have you gone out a lot? Has saliendo mucho?
Cuidado.
Has.
Saliendo, remember any yendo
Yeah.
or ando is equivalent to ing in English.
Salido mucho.
Perfecto. Muy bien. Has salido mucho.
Did you used to go out a lot? I'm not very good on the imperfect tense with IR and ER.
Okay.
No.
That's great. That's the reason of this activity, is to highlight which tenses ex-students do not feel so confident with. What are the endings for AR?
Aber.
Nice. And how do you remember aber?
Because it's a band that my mum and dad were listening to at some point in my childhood.
Nice. Exactly. Used to be popular, used to be on the radio. Sorry for anyone that still loves ABBA.
Lo siento.
Now, I was going through this with another student, and I recognized this as well in my teaching method, that ABBA for this tense helps you associate with AR verbs. That's something you used to do, something that used to happen. But I was mindful that for ER and IR, we don't have that association yet.
Okay.
So me and another student can't take credit for this, I guess, but who knows, maybe I will. So the endings for ER and IR are the same in the imperfect. Can you remember what they are after having a think about it for
I
a little
genuinely have not got a clue.
bit? Okay. Do you remember what the endings are for the would that you add to the end for the conditional tense?
With the conditional tense, this is one of those things where just occasionally, if I go to say something and then it'll just pop out like I know it, but
Nice.
it isn't.
You impress yourself with it.
Isn't in my memory bank. I know that.
I think
I know
it would be if I
because
prompted
it's really
you.
easy.
Try it.
But you just add emos or amos on the end, don't you?
That's for will. That's for the will. So I will do something, or we will do something.
Oh, not for the would.
Now would, there's definitely a phrase that will kickstart your memory. How do you say I would like?
Me gustaría.
Nice. So what did you add to the end of gustar?
Ia.
Ia.
Okay.
Exactly. So it's same for this imperfect tense. The endings for ia and ir start with ia. Ia, ias, ia. Iamos, iais, ian.
Okay.
And I put a challenge to a different student this week and said, how are we going to remember this? Then we need something else like aber that we can associate, so that when you think of it, you think, oh yeah, ia. He said to me, well, why don't you associate it with Old MacDonald? E-I-E-I-O.
That's brilliant. That works.
And I thought, that's ingenious.
Yeah.
Old MacDonald used to have a farm.
He did used to have a farm.
Aber and Old MacDonald, very different people. But there you are. You can make that association. Let's see if that sticks. Hopefully so.
I like that very much. So, did you used to go out? Old MacDonald probably didn't have time. There's going to be us soon on our farm, not going to have time to go out. No. So, salería mucho.
Nice. Are you sure that you add to the ending?
No,
or
salía
past
mucho.
Nice.
It's because I'm still thinking of gustaría.
Nice. Salía mucho. Now this would refer to I, also he, she, it. Therefore, dice ella o.
Yes.
Muy bien.
Salías mucho.
Muy bien. Okay, let's have your evaluation, please. Something that you thought was specifically useful about today's class.
Definitely going through them tenses and seeing what I did and what I didn't know. That was very helpful.
Muy bien.
And I never
I
not
have
like
lots of
anything
those.
in our classes, so don't ask me that.
Okay, lovely. Anything that you want to practice more of? So I've got in my mind vosotros and more natural conversations.
Yeah, I think more conversations. I don't necessarily think that there's anything grammar-wise that I specifically need to focus on. I think it's more of a general rounding it all off.
Yeah.
Although
I
I'm
agree.
sure there's tenses that we've not covered.
Yeah, as you know, there are. I'm not going to tell you how many
There's
tenses.
16, demasiado.
Exactly. I told one of my students that I've been working with for a while that yesterday, and he was like, 16? Why? But yeah, getting more and more confident with these. Other ones will trickle in. The more you use them, there's nothing now other than working more on the subjunctive that's going to scare you that you don't know of at all. There's no secrets. It's just working through them logically and making sure you're confident on all of these tenses. And they're called compound ones. So if you want to say, I would have gone, I will have gone, I have gone. All of these use haber.
Yeah.
As long as you know these core tenses, though, they're not going to be a surprise for you at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, muy bien. Pues no nos vemos la semana que viene.
No, la próxima vez te veré. Estaré en Galicia.
Qué bien, qué emocionante.
Sí.
Pues buena suerte.
Muchas
En
gracias.
serio, espero que todo vaya bien.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Hasta pronto.
Hasta pronto. Adiós.
Adiós. Buena suerte.